We would like to invite Gabe Dunn and his parents Jill and Pat Dunn to the floor. Gabe has been a varsity player for 3 years and is one of this season's tri-captains. In August, Gabe will relocate to North Carolina to attend High Point University to major in sports management. Thank you, Gabe, for all your hard work and dedication to the Middlebury basketball program. We wish you all the best. We would now like to invite Owen Conley, his parents Lisa Bailey and Bill Conley, and his sister Maura to the floor. Owen is also a 3-year varsity player and tri-captain this season. Owen has not made a final decision on which college or major he will choose. Thank you, Owen, for all your hard work and dedication to the Middlebury basketball program. We wish you all the best. And we would like to invite Carrick Ritchie and his parents Molly and Kurt Ritchie to the floor. Carrick, our 3rd tri-captain this year, has played varsity for 3 years and set a school record of 9 3-pointers made in a game. He will be heading off to college in the fall to study marine biology. Thank you, Carrick, for all your hard work and dedication to the Middlebury basketball program. We wish you all the best.
Okay, we're here with Coach John Howe, varsity basketball coach at Middlebury High School. And Coach, just want to get your opinion on this season and our outgoing seniors, and if you have any advice for them. But what have you seen from this Tiger group this year so far?
Perseverance, really. I mean, what a difficult year to be a senior in high school, realistically. The outside stress that COVID provides is immeasurable. And for these young men to have to wait, first off, I mean, we were supposed to start in November. We had to push it off until after Christmas. And then you had to wait 5 weeks to even hear if we're going to have a game. So there's an amazing amount of maturity needed to deal with that kind of thing. And I think that they showed it well. I mean, they're all immature in their own right at times, don't get me wrong. But the reality is that they had to deal with something that none of us have ever had to deal with, from an athletic standpoint especially. So it says a lot to their character, and we're really lucky. You know, we have these 7 seniors this year, and 5 of them have been with me since they were sophomores. And they've all been in the program for 4 years. It says a lot, I think, about our program. You know, we were very blessed to have a strong group in this class, and so now they're leaving a hole. I mean, they filled the void that we needed 2.5, 3 years ago, and now they're going to leave a pretty big hole that not only is a physical hole needed to fill, but there's an emotional hole. They were my first group coming into Middlebury, and they mean quite a bit. So I think there aren't really good words to measure what they mean as far as coming back to my home state, taking over a varsity program, 25, 30 minutes from where I grew up, and in an area where I know people. And so they're going to be missed, sorely. I think they remind me of another group that I took over in 1999. 2000. My son was born. They were middle school kids. They're all in their mid-30s now, and I've run into them now that I'm back in Vermont. And it's an amazing experience. And so that's what I look forward to, I think, with these guys, is hearing what their lives are like in 10 years, 15, 20 years, meeting their kids.
So, Coach, how did the team this year compare to maybe some of your other Middlebury teams the last couple of years?
So different. I mean, none of them are necessarily better or worse. I was fortunate to come into a situation where they hadn't had a lot of wins in a long time. They didn't have a lot of self-confidence. And so we created an environment in which they really believed that they could win. And we started off on a great roll. We were 8-0 3 seasons ago before we had our first loss. It's hard to go up from there, really, unless you can do 9-0 the next year. And we were pretty close. We've been plus 500 really well. This team, how do you measure a team that only gets to play 9 games, though? It's so difficult. I think that they are the most talented team we've had, without a doubt. We've got from the young kids to the old guys. Everybody has a role, everybody has a purpose, and it's important. And they know it's important, and they're finally hitting that groove. We're 6 games in, 3 games to finish right now, and everyone has been so different, though. I mean, it's almost impossible to compare. I don't know who would win. If we played a team from 3 seasons ago where, Parker Beatty's averaging a double-double in points and rebounds, to this game where we got 3 or 4 guys who can all light it up from the three-point line. You have a beautiful new sophomore. I mean, Ben Riney moved back from Massachusetts with his family and gave us some size and strength that we haven't had. So, I don't know. Who's going to win, the 87 Lakers or the 96 Bulls? I mean, it's a toss-up. I would say the Lakers, of course. But so I think comparatively, it's just as much fun to coach. Every year presents something different. Every game presents something different. And when you have a team of 12 young men, your job is to not just teach them the sport, but teach them aspects of life. And every single one of them is different. These 7 guys this year who are graduating were not the same 7 guys 3 seasons ago.
So one more question. Any advice that you want to give these guys as they graduate and move off into their next venture?
Advice. Take your time. Simple as that. Take your time in school. Take your time in relationships. Take your time finding the right job, figuring out where you want to live. There's absolutely no reason to rush a thing. I'm 46 years old and I still have time to figure things out. Guys, you're 17 or 18. Slow down. I hate to, be cliche, but smell the roses. You got so much more time ahead of you. And if this past year is touching anything, that time is precious. Value your friends, value your family. I don't know, love with reckless abandon, because who knows what's going to happen. But just slow down.
That's great advice. Well, thanks, Coach. I appreciate your time today, and look forward to seeing what happens in the playoffs.
Me too.
Good afternoon, everyone. Middlebury Union High School welcomes you to this afternoon's game, varsity basketball game between the Mill River Minutemen and your Middlebury Tigers. Hello to everyone who's watching tonight's game on MCTV. We'd like to take this time to thank the game staff, players, and coaches for adhering to COVID best practices and safety standards. Keep those masks up. Now for the starting lineups. First for the visiting Mill River Minutemen. Starting at guard, sophomore, number 10, Adam Shum. Starting at guard, senior co-captain, number 11, Evan McPhee. Starting at guard, junior, number 12, Tyler Mason. Starting at forward, senior and co-captain, number 21, Johnny Verdon. And rounding out the starting lineup at forward, a junior, number 24, Connor Lipicola. The head coach for Mill River is Ben Smith, assisted by Jack Foley and Trey Heisel. And now for the starters for your Middlebury Tigers. At guard, the senior co-captain, number 0, Karen Ritchie. At guard, the senior co-captain, number 3, Owen Connolly. At guard, sophomore, number 5, Max Alberts. At guard, senior co-captain, number 10, Gabe Dunn. And rounding out the starting five for the Tigers at center, a sophomore, number 21, Penn Riley. The Tigers are coached by John Howe, assisted by Pat Dunn, and managed by Asher Stokes. Tonight's officials are Scott Chandler, Alejandro Berencher, and Kevin Paskin. Now would you please all rise and remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem. And the Tigers will begin the game with possession. And they'll begin the game with a basket. 2 points for Karen Ritchie to get us started. And 2 more for Karen. Tigers ball on the sideline. Two points from Exiles on the offensive rebound. 30-second timeout called by Mill River. For those of you at home, playoff hockey is going to be starting up this week in Vermont. Today, Boys Lace Hockey will be taking on the Marauders of Northfield at 4 o'clock. That will be on MUHS Facebook Live. And on Tuesday, Boys Lace Hockey will be taking on the Harwood Highlanders at 5:30. That's viewable on Harwood Boosters Facebook Live. And it will be Mill River basketball on the end line. And Miller gets on the board. Basket good for Evan McPhee. And we'll have a foul on the floor against Johnny Verdon. That'll be his first. Tigers ball will be over on the sideline. And it is pen riding for the inside feed by Gabe Dunn. Oh, and Conley for two on the breakout. And the ball out of bounds off Mill River. It will be Tiger basketball on the end line. And Max Dollars for two. Two more for the Tigers on the fast break. Owen Conley out on the run. And 2 points on the nice jumper from Johnny Verdon. Block called on Penryan. That'll be his first. Ball will be on the baseline for Mill River. Strong offensive rebounding by Johnny Hurd results in another basket for Mill River. Foul is going to go against Evan McPhee. That will be Evan's first. Coming into the game for the Tigers, number 30, Asher Rubright. The ball will be on the end line. It will be possessed by the Tigers. And we're down low, but Penryan results in a basket for the Tigers. And we're going to call this one on the floor against Owen Conley. That'll be Owen's first. It'll be Mill River ball on the sideline. And charge is called on Carrick Richard. That'll be his first foul. And Mill River will be inbounding the ball. And that's two for Carrick Richard. And a steal by Asher Rubright. Look what I found. Penryan with 2 points for the Tigers. end of one, it's Middlebury 20, Mill River 6. And don't forget, everyone, playoff hockey does start this week in Vermont. Today's game will be the Middlebury boys will be at home taking on Northfield at 4 o'clock. You can watch that on MUHS Facebook Live. And then on Tuesday, girls ice hockey will travel to Waterbury to take on the Harwood Highlanders at 5:30. You can watch that on Harwood Boosters Facebook Live. And Mill River's going to start the ball on with the sideline to start the second quarter. And moving collision results in a foul against Nikolai Luke. That'll be his first. Nikolai joined the game between the first and second quarter, along with Colby Hammond and Drew Gill, Willem Barry, and Wes Hurd. Push called on the floor against Nikolai. That will be his second. That will be the Tigers' fifth. Ball will go off Mill River. It will be Tiger basketball. Off the Tigers, it will be Mill River ball. Foul will be called on the floor against Willenberry. That'll be his first. The Tigers' sixth. And the three-pointer falls for Adam Shum. Against Mill River. That will be an Adam Shum. And it will be Tiger basketball. Coming into the game for Mill River, number 24, Connor Lopicola. And coming in for the Tigers, number 11, Sam Warren. And number 43, Gabe Cattell. Timeout is taken by Middlebury. This will be the 30-second variety. And for those of you at home wondering about the playoff schedules, the basketball playoff pairings will be posted on the MUHS website by Monday evening. Of course, today, high school hockey kicks off, boys ice hockey, home against Northfield at 4 o'clock on MUHS Facebook Live. And girls ice hockey away at Harwood on Tuesday at 5:30 on Harwood Boosters Facebook Live. It is Middlebury basketball on the sideline. And Drew picks it up and puts it in. And a strong take to the hole by Johnny Vernon. And foul will be called against Drew Gill. That's his first. Tigers are now in the bonus. Oh. There will be a 1-and-1 being shot by Connor Lipicolo. If it hits any of the hardware above the basket, that's out of bounds, so it will go over to the Middlebury Tigers. And out of bounds off Mill River, it will be Tiger basketball. Coming into the game for Mill River, number 32, Ryan Smith. Out of bounds off the Tigers, it will be Mill River. Technical foul called on a Tiger for pushing after the play was over. Connor Lopicola will be going to the line. I think he's shooting the 1-and-1 first. We would like to take this opportunity to remind everyone, players on both sides, to make sure you keep your masks up, please, and over your nose. Part of the reason we can continue to play sports is because we follow the protocols. Thank you. And that one falls. And the second one's good for Smith as well. That foul will be called on the floor. It's like it was not clear path. It will be on the baseline. Out of bounds off Middlebury, goes over to the Mill River Minutemen. And the three-pointer is good for Tyler Mason. Colby Hammond down low for two for the Tigers. And at halftime, it is Middlebury 24, Mill River 16.
Well, one of my first ones was probably in middle school when we won the tournament, and at MUHS with Coach K. That was awesome. And then AAU, like traveling to Hampton, those tournaments were so fun. And then probably winning a playoff game for Middlebury, first time in a while last year.
Definitely have to be when I made 9 threes last year against Milton. Not only because it was a record for the high school, but the crowd that night was insane. And I felt on top of the world. And every three that went up, it was just in, and it was crazy. I've never played that well in my life, and definitely probably the peak of my basketball career.
It's from a few years ago, in 8th grade, when MUHS, when our team won the championship tournament that we held. And it was just a fun time because we got to play a lot of schools in the area that we've played, growing up, and then we finally came out on top. So I felt like it was a good experience for us. There was a lot of teachers and faculty and stuff that came out to watch us, and it was just a fun time all around.
Probably my favorite basketball memory is there was this one game in an AAU season. I don't remember exactly what grade. I think it might have been 6th grade. We were in Pulteney and we're in triple overtime game. It was golden score. First one score wins, and I dribbled forward and I did a 180 midair and I shot off backboard and went in.
Definitely the Hampton Beach AAU tournaments were always a blast every year with Blizzard and all the boys on the team. Our Milton game last year, where Carrick set the record for threes in a game and Tyler Buxton dunked on someone. It was just overall a great game. Everyone got in. Everyone was able to participate, and I played fairly well. So it's overall one of the best games ever. And of course, our home playoff win. Snap the curse. We hadn't had one of those in a very long time, so it felt good to finally get one under our belt at home.
So pretty much just we practiced all this year. We didn't know if we were going to have a season or have games, and we got into our first game. We were down by a little margin by the end of the first half, and then we came back and won that game. It was really good to feel, and then the next game, I scored my first varsity bucket, so that felt pretty good, and then just keeps on going now, so we're having a good time.
Probably my sophomore year of varsity. We went 16-4, had a great group of guys on the team. It was a blast playing for them. First year with Coach Howe and Coach Dunn. It was awesome.
I'm a drummer. I really like to play the drums. I like 80s music. My dad helped me get into that over quarantine and stuff, and then I picked it up, and I love it.
Well, I'm a huge animal lover. I've worked with animals for the past 3 years, and I wanted to work with animals after high school. I mean, I don't know, some people may assume that, but I absolutely love animals. I have 2 dogs at home. Used to have a lizard. I mean, I love pets. Animals just makes me happy.
I like to cook a lot. Mostly easy stuff. I don't really make too many complicated meals, but I would say I like to cook some chicken dishes, sometimes some pasta. But I mostly like to cook some breakfast food, like some French toast or some eggs, some omelets, stuff like that.
I really like cooking. Cooking's a lot of fun. I especially like cooking wings because there are just so many ways you can cook them.
I like to play video games, hanging out with friends. I like learning about history, just global history in general. Really fascinates me. Learn about the world. It's just fascinating. Nature, It's something I just really enjoy.
Yeah. During the summer, I just am out on the lake almost every day, driving boats, jet skis, all the whole thing. So that's pretty much what I like to do.
I like to go four-wheeling or, just be outside or do something like that when it's nice out at least. Don't really like the winter, so don't really do a whole lot other than basketball.
Definitely try to stay in shape in the off season and just get ready for when the season starts. And don't be afraid to shoot your shot. I was scared to shoot until like junior year, so I'd say just shoot your shot, and the more comfortable you get, the better.
Definitely keep grinding. I used to never shoot threes, never was a shooter, and last year broke the record for most threes made in a game. And you just got to shoot your shot. Never be afraid to shoot your shot, and if you miss, just keep shooting.
Just find something that you're passionate about. Could be anything, and then just if you really want to achieve that, you want to better yourself at that. Just try to set a goal, and then in the future you'll be able to achieve that goal if you really put in the work and effort.
Just to keep a level head, especially when it comes to just playing in the game. Like emotions, especially negative ones, don't help you make better decisions. They'll make you make worse decisions. And a good example of that is getting mad at calls from refs.
Work on your mental game just as much as the game itself, because you got to be mentally tough, mentally strong. You got to keep your cool and be able to relax and think on the fly and read and react. So just focus on the mental part of your game. Don't ignore it. It's very important to be able to stay calm and, catch your breath and do all those things to be successful in the game.
Never give up. I played JV my first 3 years, and then this year I got asked to play varsity, and it's totally worth the wait. So I just never give up in what you're doing. Just have fun, and then you'll get there.
Just try and stay positive, even if you're not winning games, just have fun, It's not all about win. Just try and keep positive and work together, and then maybe accomplish a goal.
Yeah, Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Tom Brady, the GOAT.
I'd probably want to interview Elon Musk, since he's just like a genius. He's really smart. I'd want to ask him about like SpaceX and what he plans to do for it.
Probably Kobe Bryant. Pick his brain about basketball, about his winning mentality, what drives him the most. He was famously one of the hardest working people in the sport's history. So just find out what his daily life was like and how he prepared for all that, and what went into his long successful career, and how he was able to master some of the moves that no one's been able to before. And just overall, just talk to him about all of that.
I definitely want to have either dinner with Adam Sandler or Larry Bird, something like that. That'd be pretty fun, just Adam Sandler's just a character, you never know what's going to come up with him, so that'd be pretty fun.
Kemba Walker.
Good answer.
Kemba Walker, yeah. When he played at UConn, I liked him, and then he's on the Celtics now. So
100% LeBron James. I love LeBron James. His basketball game is crazy. Seems like a great person to eat some tacos with, Taco Tuesday. So.
Yeah, my favorite basketball player, like all time, I would say is LeBron James. Right now, it's Bradley Beal, because I'm a Wizards fan, so he's a good Wizards player, best Wizards player right now. So.
Probably Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. My mom used to work with him when we lived in California, and I watched some of his stuff when I was younger, and I thought he was a really good basketball player.
Did you ever get to meet him?
Yeah, when I was little, he picked me up the first time I met him. I went way up.
Definitely Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett. A lot of fond memories of them playing for the Celtics. Getting that championship in 2008. Just having good teams year in and year out. Paul Pierce's game was just so smooth and polished, so it was always fun to watch him play. And Kevin Garnett was so intense and just into it every night, and just such an enforcer that no one wanted to mess with. So watching those two guys play every night was just a blessing, and they were incredible.
Larry Bird for sure.
My favorite basketball player, Jason Tatum. I've been inspired since he entered the NBA, and I just love his personality on and off the court. It's really awesome.
Definitely my parents pushed me to do everything, no matter be like basketball, sports, or academics, definitely, and then basically anything, just best I can be at whatever. Yeah.
Definitely my parents. They pushed me to be the best person, not only on the basketball court, but academic-wise and just every day. I mean, I wouldn't be here right now if it weren't for my parents pushing me, so definitely most grateful for them.
Yeah, I would say I'm most grateful for my parents because they definitely made a lot of sacrifices to, and they put me and my siblings, before them, before themselves. I would say definitely the move to Vermont was a big thing that put a lot of pressure on our family. But I feel like it was definitely beneficial, and I wouldn't have ever experienced any of this. The good and the bad, and I wouldn't been the same person I am if I hadn't moved us up to Vermont.
I'm really grateful for my family. They've always been really supportive of anything that I do, and they've been cheering me on and pushing me. There's one thing that I don't miss this year, especially though, is that my dad isn't yelling at me from the sidelines. That's been really nice not to hear.
I'm definitely grateful for my family, my mom, my dad, my brother. My brother just being my best friend, and my parents always being so supportive. My mom at every single game cheering me on throughout my entire life. Never missed anything for every sport I played. My dad being involved, whether it's coaching or he was just on the sidelines of football games, doing the chain gang, whatever he could, be close to the field, close to me. So just their overall support, instilling good morals and just great values, and watching them work so hard. So definitely those are people I appreciate the most and look up to.
My family, my dad and mom both suffered through cancer. They both made it out. It was really hard when they both were doing it, but they muscled through it. So they're all tough, and I just want to give them, return the favor to them.
Definitely my mom and my dad. They're always trying to look out for me, just do what's best for me, always suggest what's best, and help me with my career. So yeah, definitely my parents.
Going to college, not sure where yet. I got into UConn, which was cool, and that's definitely up there on my list. But I like to go to somewhere in the Boston area. I'll hear from them, but I think being in Boston will be super fun.
I haven't decided what college I want to go to yet. Somewhere down in Florida, most likely like University of Tampa. But I want to study marine biology, work with marine life.
Planning on going to college next year, like in the Maryland, Virginia area, schools like University of Maryland or Virginia Tech. So definitely looking forward to next year. Seeing what's out there, and seeing different parts of the country. Going back to kind of where I was born, and I have a lot of family back there too. So.
After I graduate, I'm going to go to college for either chemistry or computer science. And the schools I'm looking at, I haven't gotten into Dartmouth yet, but that's one of the top schools. And then I've gotten into University of Florida, Gainesville, and that's the other top school.
I'm going to be going to High Point University in North Carolina. I'm in the communications school, and I'm going to be majoring in sports management.
I'm thinking about going down and studying automotive for about 2 years, and then going to try to work for Tesla, where I can get a job and career there. See if I go in Florida. So.
I'm gonna trying to pursue a plumbing career. I'm trying to become and get a journeyman's. Right as of right now, I have to get 8,000 hours of apprenticeship work, and I found this is a career I've really enjoyed. For the past 2 years, I've been going to Stafford every day, and down in Rutland.
Yeah, I would say my favorite food is sushi. I just like all the different types of fish and all the different sauces.
Can never go wrong with good pizza. As long as it's good, can make a night into a memorable time, and just overall pizza just sets the mood. So great party food, family dinner, team dinner or whatnot. You always have to have good pizza there.
I eat a lot of sushi. It's healthy and it's good. It's like I've been having it since I was little, since my dad brought it home from Boston when he would come back every time from work. So it's just been, I've had it since I was little.
Spaghetti. Any form of pasta. A close second would definitely be sushi, but any form of pasta.
Probably my mom's shepherd's pie. Pretty good.
I think I've had that shepherd's pie. It is pretty darn good.
And the Tigers will begin the second half with the basketball. And Owen Conley will get the scoring started in the second half with a three-pointer. And it goes off the Tigers. It will be Minutemen basketball. And Owen Conley on the run out for two for the Tigers. And the second time is good for Tyler Mason. And gets beat down low and scores two for the Tigers. And two more for the Tigers on the fast break by Carrot Ritchie. Two more for Penrite. And we're going to have a timeout called by Mill River. I think this will be a full timeout called by the Minutemen. Some playoff notes here for Middlebury fans. Today, boys ice hockey will be taking on the Northfield Marauders at 4 o'clock at Memorial Sports Center. You can watch that either on MUHS Facebook Live or on Live Barn if you have an account. And then Tuesday, girls ice hockey will be away at the Harwood Highlanders at 5:30. That can be seen on Harwood Boosters Facebook Live, and I believe the Waterbury Ice Center also has live bar. The basketball playoff pairings will be posted on the MUHS website by Monday evening. Max Alberts with the assist to Penn Riley. And Owen Connolly puts 2 more on the board. Results in an old-fashioned basket. 2 points for Penn Riley. And the 3 goes down for Ryan Smith. And the nice block was made on the play by Tyler Mason of the Minutemen. And there'll be a foul on the shot. Evan McPhee was going to the rack, got fouled by Penn Riley. McPhee will be shooting 2. No good on the first, but he does have 1 more. Have timeout called by the Tigers. This will be a full timeout called by Coach Howe. And Evan McPhee will be shooting 1. And that one falls for Evan McPhee. And they're going to call the foul on Connor Lopicolo. That's his first. It'll be Tiger ball on the baseline. And tipped out of bounds by Owen. It will be Mill River basketball. And the second one falls. This one was out of shot. And Carrick wants it right back. A three for Carrick Ritchie. And a three back the other way for Tyler Mason. And Riley. Tic-tac-toe, down it goes for the Middlebury Tigers. Two for Carrick Ritchie. And foul goal against Carrick. Coming into the game for the Tigers, we will have number 15, Drew Gill, and number 4, Nikolai Lukic. And this foul will go against Mill River. That will be on Connor Lopicolo. Those on the floor, so it'll be Tiger basketball on the baseline. Two points on the night out for Carrick. And the Tigers lead after 3. Don't forget, everyone at home, playoffs are getting started here at Vermont. The basketball playoff pairings will be posted on the MUHS website by Monday evening. And today, playoff hockey starts for the Tigers. Boys ice hockey will be taking on Northfield at 4 o'clock. And on Tuesday, girls ice hockey will be taking on Harwood at 5:30. it will be Mill River basketball to start off the fourth quarter. And that one goes out of bounds. It will be Tiger basketball on the sideline. And Wes Hurdler for two. Ball goes out of bounds off a Mill River player. This will stay Tiger basketball on the baseline. Ball knocked away, taken over by Mill River. Ball goes off a Tiger. It will stay Mill River Minuteman basketball. Colby Hammond checking in the game for the Middlebury Tigers. And the block by Nikolai. And that would be a foul against Mill River. That will go against Evan McPhee. And it was on the floor, so the Tigers will have the ball on the baseline. And Drew Gill puts two home for the Tigers. And the ball goes out of bounds. It will go over to Middlebury. And the put back off the offensive rebound for Drew Gill. And the Tigers, the run out, Nikolai scores. And Kobe avoids the contact and puts in 2 for the Tigers. And we'll have a foul on the drive. That will go against Asher Rubright. Coming into the game for the Tigers, Gabe Patel and Sam Warren. Ball is thrown out of bounds. It will be Tiger basketball. Foul called against Adam Shum. Tigers will take the ball on the sideline. That push will be called against Adam Shum. That'll be Adam's third. Timeout is being called by the Middlebury Tigers. This will be a full 1-minute timeout. Versus those of you at home thinking about the playoffs, basketball playoff pairings will be posted on the MUHS website by Monday evening. And Middlebury has the ball. Ball tipped out of bounds will stay with Middlebury. And nice high-low pass from Sam Warren to West, and he puts it in. And we'll have contact on the shot. The foul called against Gabe Cotel will send Evan McPhee to the line. He'll be shooting 2. And it falls. Middlebury Tiger basketball. Coming in for the Tigers is number 30, Asher Rubright. Colby in and gets his own shot back and puts it in. 2 more for the Tigers. Ball goes over to Middlebury. That'll be a push called on Adam Shutt. That will be his 4th. And Colby with a 2-point putback for the Tigers. Two points for Tyler Mason. And thank you both teams for a hard-fought game. Congratulations, son.